I'm regretting it already. Okay, here we go.
They're trying to tell us something. They have figured out the formula for chaos.
When the clock strikes 8:30, babe, time to head for Chris's house.
Hey.
Will the song make it to the next round?
Oh no.
Pot of Thunder. Let's pot tonight. Come on, baby, let's pot tonight.
Oh, yeah. Give it up for Doc Gibbs and the Emerald Live Band. Bringing it to you each and every week here on Pod of Thunder.
His people haven't contacted us yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, we're still good to lie about that. Welcome to Pod of Thunder, the recognized symbol of excellence in rock and roll podcasting, brought to you by patreon.com/Pod of Thunder. I told you all about it last week. You know there's something for you there. Go there, check it out. Open your wallet because you
owe Andy money.
You owe Andy some money. Cough it up.
Give him his money.
It's your buddy Andy, America's little brother. As always, joined by this man. He's standing up here. We're going to go into the solo layouts. You can get a good shot of him here on the video stream. Here he comes.
Everything is way across the podcast studio.
Nick Pollock has entered the program. Nick, what did you do? I didn't even look.
Scott Weiland into David Lee Roth.
Ah, perfect.
Wow.
Nice combo.
That's a nice match.
You get bonus points for the combo. Thank you for the hat.
Oh, my
Placed on
God.
my head and my podcasting scarf. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you as always. Immediately to your left, ladies and gentlemen, you want him, we got him.
Can have it every day, yeah. Can have it. Get out of my way, yeah. Fuck you.
Put your hands together for the breakout star of the podcast medium. Chris L's in the house. Welcome, Chris.
Good to be here. I live here, so I'm usually here.
Well, we're glad that's still the case.
Yeah.
We knocked on the door. We weren't sure if you
You locked us out at
locked-
first.
Yeah, we thought maybe
Well, you guys got here early, man. I was in the midst of Dancing with the Stars, dude. It's fucking semifinals night.
we apologize. We thought maybe you got kicked out of the house
You
or
had
something.
some
Door.
some DraftKings action going on that, or what?
Yeah. Well, anybody who would have bet on you guys showing up early would have lost their shirts on that one.
All right. Well, you may have heard chuckles in the background. It's Thanksgiving week, and we like to give you something special for the holidays. He's back again, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Jericho.
Jericho! Oh! His voice is music to our ears. Jericho! Oh! His voice is music to our ears.
Welcome, Chris. Welcome back.
I'm having a little PTSD because I never made it to the semifinals of Dancing with the Stars. I was gone like in round 6 or 7 or something like that. So
Yeah,
I feel like a little bit of a dig.
no, that's impressive. You made it that far in, man.
Yeah.
Thing about dancing is I'm terrible at it, but like at that level, the thing I can't wrap my mind around is how do you remember all that choreography? Was that difficult?
That was the easy part. That's the part of doing wrestling is choreography.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So that's I was kind of tailor made for it because also understand the rhythm and staying on the beat like a musician would. So I had both sides of the coin going for me.
So the moves were the tough part for you.
The Latin
That's
moves, the jives and the quick steps there, I was good at those, but the Latins with the hips and all that stuff, that's what killed me.
Oh, hips are tough. Yeah.
Yeah, hips don't lie, and mine were talking a bunch of bullshit.
I can't wait. Can't wait for somebody to post an image of Chris L. One of those like black and white photos where you see a quote of like Gandhi, but it's Chris and it says the thing about dancing. ...
My hips are talking a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's another voice.
Another one.
You know who that is, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. PJ Farley.
Here comes PJ Farley. Reaching out to the microphone. Yes, it's PJ Farley.
Farley.
Now it's a good episode.
Welcome, PJ. Welcome back.
Yes, always a pleasure.
Thank you for
Especially,
coming.
especially my own theme.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Be
that's
careful
the
that
best entrance theme in podcast.
me and Pepe Castro's gonna sue my ass if you keep playing that one.
You're due for for another email.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Pot of Thunder. It's a big Thanksgiving week. It's a special week. We've got big plans today. But first, I think Nick has something here for us to dig into, correct? All right, well.
Who wants to eat dainties? Who wants to eat dainties with me?
Jealous.
Wow.
It's not fair.
Shit balls.
Not fair.
It's not fair. I see peanuts. I
We
smell
have,
peanut butter.
we have dainty envy.
What is that?
You guys are staring down the barrel of a payday pie.
Is this your version? Is this your version of OnlyFans? I'm gonna watch you eat dainties.
Yeah, people pay us to watch us eat dainties.
Wouldn't be
Oh,
the
thank you.
weirdest thing, I have a feeling.
Very close.
It's next level from foot fetish concept.
Mhm.
You gotta send me a clip of that tune so I can send it to my aunt who coined the term dainties, as far as I know.
Okay.
Well, then we'll be getting a Pepe Castro-esque email from her, wanting her residuals for that. I don't know if we should do that, man.
Just send him some dainties.
Yeah, that's right.
All right,
Oh,
that's what it takes.
They're
Yeah.
not real dainties.
Yeah,
though.
we can't help you out financially, but we've got
Yeah.
dainties. We can make a deal with you. We can
All right.
exchange dainties.
Chris is going for it. A heaping helping.
Oh man,
What do you think?
Deal with the dainties.
What do you think, Chris?
it's literally just like eating a straight payday bar.
That's good news.
Fucking good, man.
So it's like a pie, but it's a payday, basically.
Basically.
All right. I love that.
I guess you could think of it as like those they have the giant half-pound Reese's cups this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Like at Cracker Barrel and
the
stuff.
huge
Oh,
Hershey
wow.
bars, something like that.
Yeah. They have, those are cool because they're actually larger. I think we've talked about this before, but when you
Yeah.
see like the Kit Kat and it's like 3 feet long, but it's just a bunch of regular size Kit Kats in a
Yeah.
box. That's bullshit.
That's lame.
Yeah.
It's not like the giant drumsticks.
Yeah. It's no good. It doesn't work. No, it's lazy. It's does not please me this time of year.
Yeah, this might be your best dainty ever.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
My goodness.
It's high praise.
well, payday bar is
Now you're just rubbing
Top.
it in.
Yeah.
well, You guys have
You
played
guys wanted-
Wembley Stadium. This is my version of that. Eating a payday pie in front of you.
It's a push.
It's the
That is a push. It is.
it's the Badot best dainty of all time.
Yeah. Chris is just flexing on
yeah.
everybody right about
Oh,
now.
yeah, this
Well,
is top shelf shit.
Well, while you eat that, let's get into business here. We've got a lot of business to attend to today. I'm not going to keep anybody waiting. This week, we're going to do things our way, I guess. We asked you guys to join us. We're grateful that you're here. Thank you for that. Usually, we conspire in some way or, maybe just give you the floor as far as choosing the song that week. But this week, these guys on the couch had other plans.
this is true.
So,
Well, you were privy to it.
but it's your plan. I wasn't familiar with this until you shared it with me, is what I'm saying. This was a Nick and Chris conversation that you said, hey, let's do this. We're going to
Yes.
bring this to the show. Yeah,
That's
let's do
true.
it.
That's true.
So I'm not blaming. I'm
Right.
looking forward to, but I'm saying this comes from the minds of these men on the couch.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's anything you guys want to say about it before we get into it. The era's right.
Well, Nick mentioned that it's been discussed among others on the panel here, so it shouldn't come out completely out of left field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe everybody's familiar with it to some extent.
Okay. Is there
So
any?
it's not a completely completely out of left field sort of a thing. Everybody I believe has heard of it. Definitely the artist.
There's a nervous quiet taking
Yeah.
over the show right now.
My curiosity is peaked.
PJ's like, my internet is cutting out here. Yeah. You want who's going to read the information? You want me to do it or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't prepare myself here in the way I normally do. So
Why not?
we're going to have Chris Jericho. We're going to turn the microphone over to a pre-recorded version of Chris Jericho. Here we go.
All right, Harold. This one's called
No Stranger to Love.
Off of
Seventh Star.
Oh my God.
band.
Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi.
What are you doing?
What the hell was that?
It's the Black Sabbath album with Glenn Hughes on vocals. That was supposed to be a Tony Iommi solo record, but they wanted to put Black Sabbath on it because it's the only way it would sell. So it's like not a Black Sabbath record.
No.
1986.
Why was this discussed before? I remember this, but what was the reason?
I think it was it the video that was discussed?
I think it was the song and the video,
song and the video?
which I believe, yeah.
It's like Tony Iommi is the romantic lead or something like that.
Yeah. the across the board disaster that is this song and video.
I remember when this came out, you said 86, you said, right, Andy?
Yeah.
So this was kind of like, I was 15, so you're buying an album a week, and you have to pick wisely because you only have enough money for one. It's $10 or whatever it cost. And I remember that the Sabbath Seventh Star kind of sounds cool, right?
It
Seventh
does.
Star?
It
Yeah.
sounds like seventh son of the seventh son.
Yeah. Prior, the seventh seal or whatever.
Yeah.
And I bought it, and I remember listening to it once, and it was one of those ones where it was like, wow, that was a bad call. That went in the same pile as Mama's Boys, where it's just like, oh, what was I
I saw
doing?
Mama's Boys.
Wow, did you really?
Open for Quiet Riot, yeah.
Were
All
they?
right.
Capitol Theater, the day I gave Rudy the gum.
The Gumball.
Was Mama's Boys? Were they Irish or something?
They were an Irish band, and
That's
they
what I
had
thought.
the misfortune of putting out the lead single of "Mama, We're All
Yes.
Crazy Now," which, of course, was the lead single from the second Quiet Riot record. So automatically, you're like, "Well, dudes, pick something else."
Why would you do that?
How
And the big-
close together did those happen?
Like a year.
Oh, really? So it wasn't like it was already in the chamber and it was.
Well, it
2
might have
weeks
been.
or
It might have
something?
been around the same time. Actually, I think it actually was. To be honest with you, it wasn't 80s. Yeah, and it was three brothers, and one of the guys had glasses, which was a cardinal sin to wear glasses on stage.
Right.
And they had a fiddle player. Like one of the brothers could play
Yeah.
fiddle as well. I think they're called the McManuses, and it just was a bad call from the start. So, anyways, the seventh sign
That's Elvis.
joined the Mama's Boys.
Elvis Costello's real last name. McManus.
McManus. Wow.
Another guy wearing glasses on stage.
See, there's a trend going on here.
McManus brothers can't see at all, huh? Apparently.
Blind as a McManus is an expression over there.
Instead of
family-
Magoo.
Yeah.
Mr. McManus.
Their family crest.
Yeah, they were the McManus. Yeah, 1983 is when they put up "Mama, We're All Crazy Now," which is 1984, which is the same year that Quiet Riot put up "Mama, We're All Crazy Now." So it's just a bad call across the board.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this.
And needless to say, we're doing a video watch along.
Oh, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It has to happen.
I'll pull that
PJ,
up.
are you familiar with this song and or video at all? Or
I don't even know what it is. I missed it. It's a Black Sabbath.
No Stranger to Love.
Love, the sort of power ballad off of the Black Sabbath album that was the follow-up to Born Again, the album they did with Ian Gillan and vocals.
It's
Came 3 years later.
Iommi, Glenn Hughes, and I think Eric Singer's on this one.
I think Dave the Beast
Spitz is on bass. Yes.
Eric
And
Singer.
what year was this?
1986.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
much like if you guys remember the Twisted Sister album, Love Is for Suckers,
Mhm.
which was supposed to be a Dee Snider solo record.
Yeah.
And the record was like, no. We
Yeah.
got to slap Twisted Sister on this to try and salvage any sales whatsoever. Same thing happened with this one. It was not supposed to be a Black Sabbath album, but when Tony delivered it, they're like, oh my gosh, like we have to do something with this piece of shite. So they slapped Black Sabbath on it.
Yeah. And Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm sure we get a couple tidbits from here, which I'll read out when I find them as you guys continue to talk.
Well, I'm
I'm not familiar with this record at all. I mean,
we haven't even started watching or listening yet, but just imagine the shambles that the Black Sabbath organization was in when this happened.
How far it's gone.
Although all-star lineup though.
Well, formidable players, of course. But it's something that occurred to me that, especially the timing of it. And Nick and I were kind of talking about this a little bit before we started recording, but so we're recording this the week before Thanksgiving. It's going to be our Thanksgiving week episode. A few years ago on Thanksgiving Eve, we got together with one Ted Irvine in a Chicago area hotel to contemplate another utterly ill-conceived, ridiculous project, as we know, the gold standard of career-killing decision-making, and that would be Rock Me Tonight by Billy Squier. This is it. This is on that level.
Yeah.
Like poorly conceived, should have never happened things in music history.
Iommi eventually recovered, however.
Well, sure.
The thing
I
is,
vaguely remember this video.
The thing about this is, like, if you are, when you hit 86, most of the bands from the 70s were dinosaurs, like especially from the early 70s, like Van Halen and Ozzy solo didn't count because he reinvented. Van Halen was late 70s, Maiden, etc. You're talking about Deep Purple and Black Sabbath and those types of bands. Much like when Ian Gillan joined Black Sabbath, this was almost a super group because Glenn Hughes, another former singer of Deep Purple, was now the singer of Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty fucking cool if you like that era of heavy rock and roll. So you're thinking, like, for me, it was way over my head. I didn't even know who Glenn Hughes was at the time, even though he's a delightful gentleman who wished me happy birthday the other day.
Oh, very nice. I've only heard good things about Glenn.
Great sweetheart of a guy, amazing guy. But so that would be a reason why you might want to check this out. Like Glenn Hughes and Iommi is Sabbath and Purple. Awesome. Right. If you like the Born Again record, then you get the next successor in the Deep Purple vocal pantheon.
If you like the Born Again record, you'll love this one. I have a feeling.
Born Again is an acquired taste. It's a creeper. So it's just,
you got to be committed. But once
it's
again,
wonderful in its weirdness.
You're dealing with, two of the greatest vocalists of all time in Ozzy and Dio. Not that Ian Gillan isn't one of the greatest vocalists as well, but it's like those are big shoes to fill when you get into that rarefied air. Like, how do you follow Ronnie James Dio and Ozzy in Sabbath?
Yeah. And it's controversial album, Born Again. But I think, this song, this video, everything it couldn't possibly be more ill-conceived, as we alluded to earlier. Tony Iommi as the romantic lead in the video is just a man who would rather be anywhere else than on the set of that video, and it's glaringly apparent.
And I remember we had come close to choosing this at one point, and when we didn't, you were like, put it in your pocket, Chris. I think.
It was like put it on the Netflix list.
Yeah, sitting on it for years to bust this out
now
on us. And here we are.
The time is now.
Yep. All right, guys. Is there anything else we want to discuss before we hit play here? Are we ready?
I think the rest is just going to unfold as we watch.
I'm gonna
The
buckle
world
up.
is waiting.
All right. Well, let's take a quick commercial break. And we'll be right back with No Stranger to Love.
What is that? Okay, this is a parody. This is a parody. This is not the real one. That looks like
That's
Burton.
Naomi.
That's Burton Cummings. This is not the real video.
That's Naomi.
I thought
is
it was
not
Bobby.
Naomi.
I thought it was Bobby
Andy-
Kimball.
I don't have my glasses on.
Andy's covering his face in shame right now.
I think
Wait,
we gotta keep going and verify this.
Yeah, can we stay with this
You
one?
can't tell the difference between the real Tone Iommi and that guy.
That's got to be him. 86.
It's not
This is
him.
what he looked like.
No.
It's not him, you fucking. Would you put some weed in those dainties?
I'd say we keep pressing on here.
Oh
and see what
yeah,
happens.
we're committed to this one. So
PJ's like, man, am I regretting this one?
I'm like, now I'm all in on this.
That's Carmen Appice. That's
My God.
okay. I get it now. Okay, hold on.
Yourself.
They have now recorded their own video version. It took me that long to get. I didn't realize.
Hughes, I like this look, this Hughes era.
So you guys,
This is the
no,
best
He's never looked better.
let me just tell PJ and everyone watching just the links that these three boners have gone to.
I could see. I mean, I saw right
They
when
sucked us in. I thought, oh, this is a parody video. And he chose the wrong one. No, these fucking three idiots literally probably recreated a shot for shot version.
and I can see it's the full length. So they went all they
They went all the way.
committed.
There was money spent on this. There was time spent.
not
on this
so
one.
much money, but time for sure.
No wonder they wanted you to be here, PJ.
Yeah, look, the Elvis documentary can wait.
I mean, the Elvis documentary. Elvis got nothing on this guy.
No.
It does look like Burton Cummings, though. These eyes.
Let's continue.
Please.
Is that Marty Jannetty?
I gave you my heart. You cried for my soul. An angel will come.
Is that Mama Jones?
This devil won't go.
Can I just say one thing that as ridiculous as this is, that Glenn Hughes is singing the shit out of this song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yes.
how can we even hear the song at this point? I don't even know what to do.
I haven't even heard a lick yet. I'm drunk on visuals right now.
I almost feel we should watch the video through and then actually watch the real video and do the analysis of the
goodness.
song.
We could do that.
I mean,
two.
you can't keep stopping this. I think we should watch it through and then see just exactly how shot by shot we recreated it.
Whatever you guys want to do. I'm
Well,
up for whatever.
I mean, we're already a minute and 10 in. This is going to go by really fast. So
That shot just a few seconds before this one
Mhm.
of him walking from behind there.
Mhm.
Great shot.
It is.
Kudos to the cinematographer.
Yeah, good job.
It's a real film, Jack.
jeez,
Yeah, there you go. But to what you said, Chris, has there ever been an instance where Glenn Hughes didn't
No.
sing the shit out of
No.
it?
yeah, that's a great call.
Incredible vocals.
Yeah.
And I think once again, as I remember this song again, the problem with this, much like Motley Crue, much like Metallica Load, is it's not that it's a bad song. It's just not what you would fucking expect from Black Sabbath.
It's the
It's just-
wrong song.
it's
or
the
the
It's
wrong
not what we
song.
waited for. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Tattoo being the first single off of A Different Kind of Truth. It's a great song, but it's not what we wanted to hear from the reunited Van Halen right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So you think this is the same thing, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
by
this
far.
is infinitely worse.
Well, I mean, we haven't really had I just heard Glenn singing, and it's like that was so good, but
Yeah, Glenn
Stay
sounds
today.
great. He's
Yeah,
amazing.
and he
in
looks
this.
even better.
He looks. Never seen him look better.
looks like Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty now.
But again, the legacy of Black Sabbath with the Ozzy years basically invented heavy metal.
Yeah.
The Dio years took it even to another
Further, yeah.
level, which nobody was expecting until you found out that he was the new singer, and then those albums lived up to expectation. And then Born Again, totally weird, but absolutely crushingly heavy for the most part.
Yeah.
And then you get this is just a complete disconnect of.
Well, yeah, Born Again still had Geezer Butler on bass too. So it's
And
like
Bill Ward played drums.
I
on
don't
the
think
album.
Bill was on that. Was
He
he?
played on the album. He didn't tour. the
Okay.
album.
Yeah, I think that's right.
They
But
got
then
into-
that's still 3/4 of Sabbath. And
Sure,
with Ian Gillan, who ain't no fucking slouch. So yeah,
Oh no, absolutely
is-
not. But
different from all of it.
yeah, this is like you said, trying to get with the times and like, okay, let's do a power ballad and we'll have Tony be the romantic lead in the video, and just a complete catastrophe.
With Bing Crosby's granddaughter, right? Was the
Hey,
other lead?
That's
Finally, the mustache got him a leading role.
so that's
Yeah.
Bing Crosby's granddaughter.
Denise Crosby, she was in the Star Trek of the era,
Okay,
and she was
she's
in
in
Pet,
this.
Pet Cemetery.
She parlayed both of those triumphs in order to get this role.
Well, and of
True.
course, in this video, we have Mama Jones in the role of the love interest who's not having Iommi.
No.
He's just tired of his bullshit and has had it.
All right, let's keep going, guys.
Nothing is wrong. I just can't get away. Living on the streets, I'm no stranger.
Oh my gosh!
Why can't you see? I'm no stranger. Living on the streets, I'm no stranger.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so good. It's almost a cross between a cross between Burton Cummings and Gene Shalit.
It's Luigi and Bobby Kimball.
The singer of Toto. That's great. That's it. You just nailed it.
I like that Iommi has his cheaters on when he's doing the exterior
I know.
shots.
I just know. I for some reason didn't
I-
notice that.
I
until-
missed that continuity.
yeah, so you can see it right in that where we have it paused. You see the one that's fading out. There's the glasses.
It also looks like a different hairstyle, a little bit of a Weird Al Yankovic on that one.
Hey, his last name isn't McManus.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Yep, I'm looking to see.
And musically, I will say the one part that I really like is the "I'm a Stranger in Your Arms." The way he sings that part. That part, I think it comes together at least for a few seconds for me, and I enjoy it. The
I
rest
mean,
of the song, I have a hard time with.
I haven't heard this song in so long. I remember this video, and and the awkwardness and the confusion I felt when I was watching it. But now, I mean, I'm really not even listening to the song.
Yeah, I can't even listen to it.
It might be for the best.
Yeah, I've gone deaf, and everything is in slow motion.
All right.
Maybe it's right, but I just can't understand. I feel on my love's second hand. No, I should leave. I just can't walk away.
How did you rope your mom into this debacle?
I think it's pretty easy.
It was an instant yes.
You wouldn't believe some of the things she witnessed these guys doing on stage with their band back in the day, and just loving every minute of it. So she's
Team
a
player right there.
Yeah.
If anyone's ever seen American Movie with Mark Borchardt, this is totally Mark Borchardt's mom, which is kind of like, come on, Mom, you got to be in my movie. Oh, Mark, I don't have time.
I saw it.
Just do it, Ma.
Well, or Scorsese. I mean, pick one.
It
They get their moms in the movies.
Definitely has a Clerks vibe to it.
It does, doesn't it? The way the
And Kevin Smith's mom was in that too. So there you go. In the fine tradition of black and white directors and their mums.
On the streets, I'm no stranger to
Mom,
Right.
the new rocker.
Can't you see? I'm no stranger
Al Snow.
to love.
It's Chris. Am I Marty Jannetty and Chris is Al Snow?
The new rockers.
Yeah. Wow.
I love the shot with both of you guys in it.
I know. I love this split
I mean,
screen.
this is really well done. It's very much like the video from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Came together nicely.
Living on the streets, I'm no stranger to love. I'm a stranger. Oh, yes, I'm a stranger.
Dave the Beast. Definitely his Tony solo.
The
Tone.
continuity error, though. You guys are turning the guitar upside down. Continuity error.
Another continuity error. What are you gonna say?
It's gonna go on the goofs section of the
The bloopers reel.
Yeah.
Well, Iommi so much wanted to distance himself from this project. He's played right-handed on this video.
He kind of like for Sgt. Pepper, they wanted to pretend they were somebody else.
Yeah.
Singing the
Yeah.
songs. Iommi wanted to play like he was
Yeah.
someone else.
He's like, if I flip the guitar over, maybe no one will know it's me.
Yeah. Extra points for Chris for actually playing the solo.
How close did you get to the actual solo there, Chris?
Not very.
No, looked good.
No.
Yeah, look good. Yeah, you can tell you play guitar.
I'm a professional.
It's show business. He's a pro.
Yeah, it looked
Exactly.
like you're playing.
You did a great job.
Not bad for a Burton Cummings on the guitar there.
Someone pointed out
That's-
another goof.
Oh,
Another goof.
He has his whole fingers.
I was going to say that you grew your fingers out, too.
It's his chording hand, though.
Oh, a lot has been accomplished in prosthetics over.
But
the
it's his
past
chording
30
hand that has the
years.
prosthetic, not his strumming hand.
Yeah. Well, he's got those fake tips on
On the
doesn't he?
chording hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We saw that on his fingers, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No stranger to love. Why can't you see? I'm no stranger to
Hold on,
love.
pause for a second. Hold on a second. Can you just, is there any you can pause and just move it back like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
What would you call that look in acting class? Okay.
Well, I like to call the original. I refer to him as Broken Iommi
Yeah,
in the
that's-
original video. Just a completely destroyed individual. He's like, "What am I doing here? Is there a loaded gun on the set that I can press to my temple and pull the trigger?" And that's what I was trying to channel that.
All right. I think you're kind of nailing it.
Well, I mean the charisma of Iommi in the original video is non-existent completely. So I think that's what Chris's motivation was here.
It was non-existent.
Well, it's
blank.
kind of similar to trying to play like Iommi. I mean, a giant setting your goals pretty high. So
Yeah, pretty lofty.
I actually appreciate you guys complimenting me on mimicking the solo pretty close.
It looked pretty good, yeah.
Well, you can tell you play, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not like you're Potsy in the Happy Days gang band.
Yeah, exactly. The Potsy chord.
Yeah.
Love.
That's his come hither look.
I'm a stranger in your arms.
Oh my gosh.
Living on the street, I'm no stranger.
I didn't
Now,
realize.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Does Glenn Hughes have the deer in the headlight kind of look?
I was gonna say I recall him blinking in other performances.
It almost looks like a hostage video.
And who's doing that background part? Living on the streets.
No,
Sounds like
that's-
Frank
yeah.
Stallone or something.
That's true. It does.
It doesn't
Joey
sound like Glenn.
Casada.
Yeah.
No, I watched the original video. I got my assignment from these guys, and I watched the original video, and I realized I thought that Glenn Hughes was playing it extremely subtly, and I was like, okay, that's what I have to do, because it would be
it's perfect.
it would be natural to just overdo it, but I'm like, oh, he's like really stone faced, and he's not really giving much in the video.
Okay.
But
All
it's
right.
a Buster Keaton sort of a philosophy.
Wasn't sure if that was sticking to the role or
I was trying to.
Well,
Oh,
and
it's-
back in '86, it was clear that Glenn Hughes was like, I was told there would be more cocaine on the set of this thing.
well, there hasn't been a blink, so maybe there was a lot of cocaine.
Well, I think
This video.
Andy subconsciously channeled that attitude.
We had a bigger budget.
I think the Glenn Hughes shots are fantastic. I can't get enough.
Oh yeah, no, it's brilliantly done, no question about it.
All right, we don't have too much. We have about 30 seconds left here.
Why can't you see I'm no stranger to love?
I seem to remember
Living on the street,
the Volvo in the original.
There was a driver in the original too, I think. He didn't just hang out in the back seat.
You couldn't get Tom to come over or Big Brother Jones to come
We ran
over.
out
to
of
the-
people.
He might be behind the tinted glass. You don't know that.
Supposedly.
It's a luxury vehicle there. That's
Create the
glass
illusion. Create the
tinted.
illusion.
Yes,
I'm no stranger to love. Can't you see I'm no stranger to love?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. You outdid yourselves. Look at the lonely walk.
Mushroom of the mustache falling off.
Oh, you caught it. Yeah.
Okay, so how are people gonna be able to see this? It's genius.
We'll put it out on YouTube when the episode drops.
So
Oh,
please
you have to.
give us the background of that masterpiece.
Started it over a year ago.
Started filming it over a year ago.
Yeah, and then scrapped it and started over this year.
It just wasn't
Oh
good
my
enough.
god.
For
Didn't
the
meet
first
The wig wasn't as good as it is.
Like a
in this
it's like a
version.
Batman movie.
You know how they shot a bunch of Back to the Future, and then
Just see originally
Yeah,
Eric
you-
Stoltz.
Eric
Eric
Stoltz
Stoltz
was in
passed
the
his
original.
army
Yeah.
and they fired him.
my clips are all from the original. It's all
Mine too. Yeah.
October 2023.
But why this video out of all the videos? Like, why this one? There's millions that we could.
Why do we do anything that we do is the question.
I think just once the idea came up, it was like, would we actually do this? And then it was like, we have to do. It was you can't not do it once the idea presents itself.
When I heard the idea, I thought, okay, no one else on the planet would ever do this. So for that reason alone, I'm in.
Yeah.
And just think of the Easter egg content you've created for all people on YouTube.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, who's
I
going
mean,
to come across it?
when you release this, some Black Sabbath fan is going to find this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are going to go
The
viral.
typo of the seventh sign is going to go nuts for this.
And I think it should just be titled Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi, No Stranger to Love.
Oh, it will
don't,
be.
Don't
It will
put
be.
anything about Pot of
No,
Thunder. do
no,
we?
I don't think so.
Well,
Or you could put like new HD version. People like to do that. you
Yeah.
know,
The
or
first
4K.
comment will be, "That's not Tony Iommi."
I've got Tony's email. If you want me to send it to him, I will.
Please,
course.
please do.
Is it No Stranger to Love 69 at yahoo.com or something?
Oh, Whack Sabbath.
Yeah. Oh, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my dogs who are in the movie.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, didn't have any Doberman, so I got my Chihuahuas out to run across the neighbor's front lawn and be captured.
I don't even know what we're supposed to do now. Like, do we judge it or
You
do
watch
we,
it again? I don't know what we're
do we
supposed
do we watch the original to see the? I think we should watch. We have to watch the original now.
What's the
to. I'm
original?
fine with
See the
that.
Let's do
comparison.
just a straight run through of the original. And
All right.
see what we.
So we're not even voting on the song or not commenting.
We'll do
on
it
We
after.
can afterwards.
We'll do it
Okay.
after.
But now it won't be as visually stunning or distracting.
Yeah. Chris's dogs did. I think they're the best working dog since Moose from Frasier. Showbiz animals. Oh, let me find the lesser version here.
I love that. I thought at first that Andy just picked the wrong version. Oh, some
Well-
guys are parodying it. Did not
I
even
know.
notice.
It's very
I don't know.
possible that would happen.
And I'm pretty impressed that I knew that was Chris.
Yeah, you knew right away.
I had no idea. It's like, oh, some guys are just messing around. You chose the wrong version, Andy, you dummy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, who the hell would parody that video?
Like you said, no one else on the planet would have even thought about doing it, much less followed through on it.
All right,
Well,
and this
look
is
at it. Look at it this way. Now someone's actually gonna pull up a parody video of the song.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen to somebody. Yeah.
somebody like in Lithuania that's doing, part of Litwanza will put this on and actually choose the wrong one.
I don't know if it's parody as much as homage, but
It's a little of both, but yeah. I mean,
I think most parodies are homages in a way.
the,
Aren't
the
they?
sheer ridiculousness of the original, which we're about to enjoy right now, is
and I thought mom's a good actor.
She did a really good job.
Yeah,
the
great.
facial expressions are really good. I was impressed.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
it
her
doesn't
last
take-
expression.
it
She was
doesn't
like,
take
"I'm
much-
done."
it doesn't take much acting for a woman to push me away from a passionate embrace. So she was just being a
Natural
normal,
reaction.
normal human being in that situation.
Let's watch this and pretend you just heard Friday Night Videos. Coming up next, the new song from Black Sabbath. You're like,
Featuring Tony Iommi.
Just did a bunch of bong hits and got our pentagrams out. And we're ready for some heavy evil shit.
Pure evil, some drugs.
we get
playing
this.
music, he's a drug addict. So
I'm
we're
assuming
doing
Geezer wrote these lyrics, right?
that. No, there's no geezer in the band.
Yeah,
Right, but we're hoping we didn't know that.
We don't
going
know
in.
that. Yeah.
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah, right,
we're
right,
hoping these were Geezer-esque lyrics.
right. Yeah, like no stranger to love, because death becomes us.
No stranger to love probably means the devil, man. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Want to spin it?
Yeah,
Yep,
let's do
go.
it.
All right,
Man.
here we go.
Close already.
You weren't close enough to a body of water.
Chris didn't want us to flood his yard.
Yeah,
before
I
we started.
I was.
Oh, there's Mama Jones. Oh my gosh.
Yelp. I don't know who.
Andy would have grown a beard if he could. That looks nothing like Glenn Hughes now.
Doesn't. I
No.
was surprised.
Looks like Ewan McGregor in Star Wars.
Yeah, kind of.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
If you look
Unrecognizable.
if you look closely at our video, I rubbed a little grease paint on my cheeks to give me a little shadow. But yeah.
It's called going the extra mile.
That's exactly right. So this time we're going to try to actually maybe analyze the song to a degree. So what do you think, like you said, put yourself back in 1986 and this pops on. How do you feel right now, 38 seconds into it?
I feel like the drums sound way better than the previous album.
Well, yeah, everything.
At this point, for me, watching this video, I'm always disappointed to see so much facial hair in a band. Like Tony Iommi, we that was his look. I got it, but there's more facial hair now. It's like
Especially in 86.
in
And also-
86, man.
And also, too, like you can tell pretty much that this is not a intro that's going to explode into a fast riff. This is a tried and true ballad. Like this is Alone Again, Dawkins-esque ballad.
Yeah. What time period was that when Iommi had a baby face?
I think it was a year later. So when he was dating Lita Ford, she made him shave his mustache.
No, but it was.
Well, he
Wasn't
also-
it in the 70s?
Yeah,
there were
he
shots
also-
of him.
Oh yeah, there was
Paid
too.
it off for the California Jam that they played on.
Okay.
So it was like the technical ecstasy, never say die era.
And he had the big stash in the Rock and Roll Circus.
Oh,
movie,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's keep going.
Cry for the lights, for the
Terrible.
You said that you never leave me alone.
Singer.
I gave you my heart.
I don't know if that was Eric Singer or not.
It was.
It was.
It was Eric Singer. Yeah.
Wow.
This would be the first appearance of Eric Singer
Yeah, that is.
other than Lita Ford album.
Wow.
Yeah, that is him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize that.
That's
I'll be
him.
damned.
Andy's buddy.
My favorite guy.
So
By the way, Nick, a great job equaling the stick twirl in our version. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Learned it with Lincoln Logs when I was a kid because it has that little slot in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's how I learned how to do that.
That made it easier, huh?
So if anybody wants to pick that up as a goal for their for 2025, get some Lincoln Logs.
And that's the only shot of Eric Singer in this whole 4.5-minute video.
I was gonna say, actually, you guys didn't have any other shots of the drums in yours either.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, poor Eric.
Yeah, but
Just goes to show how little drums there are on this album.
He might have jumped the shark.
like, all right, that's enough out of him. I wonder if he spent if he was there for whatever you hear. Oh, they were 14-hour day and it was exhausting on the one day off on a tour, and then he saw the video. He's like, you literally put 2 seconds of me in it.
You motherfuckers. Hey, Mom, watch me on Friday Night Videos this week.
Well, hey, not for nothing. I rode a roller coaster 6 times to be in it for fucking 0.5 seconds.
Were you not in it a lot?
Your first roller coaster ride too?
My first 6, yeah.
6 times.
Yeah, that sucked.
Was that really your first time being on a roller coaster? Oh
Yeah.
man, was it?
I gotta go back and watch and see if I detect any uneasiness.
No, I believe me,
fine.
I got lucky. I'll be the first one to say I got really lucky.
All right, guys, we got a long way to go.
I gave you my heart. You cried for my soul. An angel won't come. This devil won't go. Something
First of all, Tony getting rejected by the girl with no emotion on his face was amazing.
His hands go directly into his pocket. Walks away.
Song wise, though, why would they release this as the first single?
Well, what was what was the power ballad at this in '86? Like, because Home Sweet Home had already had.
I mean, yeah, this is prior to basically anything else. Alone Again, Home Sweet Home, the only ones I can really think of. I'm sure there might have been 1 or 2 others, but not many.
It had to be just trying to get in on that, right? I mean,
I
Well,
guess
was it the best song on the record? I can't remember this record. I mean, I had it.
I don't know.
So there's a couple rockers on it that I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there was a couple of them, but this one is just so
Trying to remember them all.
like this gives you nothing of what you might want from any rock and roll band at this point in time.
No, and the power ballad was never the lead single from any.
Never. It was always the second or third.
Yeah.
It was a conscious choice to obviously do something different, and just because it had the Black Sabbath name on it, Iommi was still adamant that it's it's going the direction he wants it to.
And I wanted to comment on the way Hughes sang one of the lines that I cry for my soul.
Yeah.
It's almost like someone singing that where English is the second language. It's really very awkward. Like it could have been a loudness. A loudness song or something.
And this was the only single from this album. After that, it just went completely up.
They buried the copies with the ET video game.
Yeah, there's a couple rockers on this. I was just checking out Turn to Stone is a good one. The first song is a good one too, as far as just like Sabbathy type songs. This is not the In for the Kill is the first one, but yeah, this is just not No, nobody wants this.
No.
Nobody wants this.
Ill
The world is
advised.
supposed
We go back like 2-3 seconds.
I almost threw up from that cinematography right there.
And also combined with that, something is wrong.
I felt like PJ going down the stairs right there for the first time.
I love that something is wrong is a lyric. That might have not have been on the paper.
Yeah,
That
how apropos. Yeah,
That's
right.
a good observation.
This is Glenn Hughes ad-libbing.
On
They just ad-libbed and they auto-tuned it into the song.
During the video.
Yeah.
That's when he said it, and they just okay, we like that.
Something is wrong. I just can't get away. Living on the streets, I'm no stranger to love.
BJ, that looks
Yeah.
like Full Metal Jackie.
if what's that?
It looks like Full Metal Jackie.
It looks like Lita too.
Yeah, kind of. But that's Denise Crosby right there of Star Trek and Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
She was disowned by Bing after this.
Who had died
It's
9
all
years
right.
previous.
She
from
shan't
the
work again.
afterlife, he's like, she's out of the family. Done. Rescind everything she got from the estate. It's over. I did not establish a legacy so this could happen.
But I'll say this though: if I went to a Comic-Con and she was there, and they had a photo of her as Star Trek and a photo of her as Pet Sematary, and this photo, I would buy this one and get her to sign it and tell me.
That's the one.
Pushing Tony Iommi with his hands in his pockets. I haven't seen a more convincing romantic lead since Mr. Bean.
Oh, terrible.
Why can't you see?
Not a
I'm
flattering
no
look.
stranger to love.
You only got one look.
Chewing gum.
It's the lighting, yeah. It looked like Doug Henning.
It does look like Doug Henning.
I like how you guys found like a under the bridge area. Like, where do they have those in Munson, Indiana?
Right, it's right down the end of my street. It's under the interstate.
You live in the barrio.
Oh, man.
Well, hey, you got to remember they had over a year to research.
We were scouting locations.
This was in Milan, actually.
A lot of asking on Facebook, looking to recreate the No Stranger to Love video. Anybody have any ideas?
You
for
know
locations?
where
Cricket.
You know,
You
Cricket.
should see what ended up on the cutting room floor from our version. Just vast amounts of footage.
There were cars driving by as we were recording, and we
were.
were wondering what were they
yeah.
thinking?
They've seen worse in this vicinity.
Nothing can be worse when we were filming Jay and Silent Bob reboot in New Orleans underneath a pass like this. And there was a huge Ku Klux Klan ceremony where I was the head Ku Klux Klan master. And they had a giant cross that was stimulated being on fire. I'm like, what are people seeing when they're driving over this bridge?
Yeah.
Ku Klux Klan ceremony lighting a cross on fire.
Wow.
You're either going to get shot or like applauded.
Yeah, you never know.
You know,
That's
it's New
pretty wild
Orleans.
that it was right in front of, the public like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Wow.
Living on the streets, I'm no stranger to love. I'm a stranger to love. Yes, I'm a stranger.
Where Kip Winger got his book.
Yeah, good call. And his songs.
Yeah.
Probably the Winger song.
Oh yeah, he does have a Winger vibe here.
Yeah.
Would this have been?
This was
Pre-
pre-Winger.
Right
Yeah.
before it,
Yeah.
right?
Winger was still on
Yeah.
Alice's band at this point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's right, but I just can't understand.
I have no idea what that was.
That's-
We didn't recreate that moment.
That's one regret I have that we didn't recreate it. Is that even someone in the video?
No, it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of a weird thing.
It's like they turned a corner and there's a
Somebody was
stage hand.
urinating in public.
Yeah, a stage hand is in the way and then walks backwards. They walk in the shot, then they walk backwards. Look.
Maybe it's right.
It looks like a World War II pilot outfit.
Yeah, it makes
reenactment.
no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, very strange.
Unless it's
All right.
unless it's supposed to be someone seeing Iommi walking, and there's such an aura about him
Mm.
in this state that the guy's like, whoa, like
Yeah.
go the other way.
Stay away from
I
this
don't want to
badass.
mess with a mustache.
I think the leather jacket with the fringes, that's pretty tough back in that time.
That's
right?
actually what got the idea. Now that you mentioned the jacket, Chris said, "I have a jacket like that,"
Let's do it.
Did it.
and then it was like, "Okay, we're doing this video."
Well, that's the jacket I wore to the Fozzy show in Wyandotte about a year.
Yeah, I remember that jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You probably
Little did you know that
You probably came straight from set, Chris.
it was a test run of how it would go over in public, and went over well. Yeah.
Understand the hurt I feel for my love secret. No, I should leave, but I just can't walk away.
And he was absolutely singing his ass off in
Yes,
this
he
song.
is.
Yeah.
Well, he never did. Like I said, he never.
He always does.
sing
Yeah.
his ass off.
Even when he's on stage with Coverdale, he's
Oh.
formidable.
Yeah, he took this album seriously, and then they went on tour, and after 5 shows, he got fired for being too much of a drug addict.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't he not even make it on stage? Wasn't there?
Well, apparently,
played
so
like 5
I was there. I had tickets to the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, and they played the Meadowlands the night before. And all my friends that went said it was awful. They said that singer can't sing. He stunk. And the next night, they did Nassau Coliseum with Ray Gillen singing. And I
Oh, wow, that's
center.
quickly, huh?
And he comes out. I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, oh my God. And he was amazing, and meanwhile, Ray grew up the street from me.
Oh,
He
really?
did. I didn't.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
One
he was
day.
amazing and
It
bad.
says that Hughes was replaced by Ray Gillen after just 6 shows. This was both due to injury from a confrontational fight
Mhm.
with Black Sabbath's production manager, John Downing,
Wow.
which contributed to a degradation in his voice and his not being a good enough
You get-
physical
You get
state.
throat
Yeah, they're saying a
punched.
karate chop.
Yeah, that's
in
the last place you want to punch him if he's your talent.
Who was their road manager? CM Punk?
Backstage
So,
violence.
So who did you go? Who went and saw it? Was it Black Sabbath headlining?
Yeah, I went by myself.
Who were they with?
I think Wasp opened.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's Nassau Coliseum,
Yep.
86.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got the ticket stub. I'll pull.
I know you do.
Oh, really?
I do.
Chris looking it up.
Oh, you can play it. I'll let you know.
Okay, I thought you were- okay.
Living on the streets, I'm no stranger to love. Why can't you see I'm no stranger to love? Living on the streets.
So back to this shot. Again, he's singing his ass off. But look at how much he does not care. I'll put it.
You know,
Yeah,
His
he's
mouth
like-
closed 2 seconds before.
And now you got a lot of Tony Orlando in there too.
isn't it ironic though that a video where there's so much unenthusiasm didn't capitalize on the fact that Eric Singer was on the set?
Well, Black Sabbath doesn't have a lot of experience doing ballad videos.
Yeah.
PJ,
Eric
you
Singer
sure?
very
Nassau-
casual.
Nick, are you saying that Eric Singer's not a fountain of charisma?
I'm saying he's very casual.
Okay.
What's that, Chris?
Oh, got it. Yeah, Nassau Coliseum, Wasp.
Wow.
We
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
But let me just show you one thing here. But I was going to a point about the set list they played that night. They played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs from this record, and none of them were "Stranger to Love."
Mm.
So they didn't even play their single
So
on the
they've
new
done-
record.
this was the only single, and they skipped it.
They didn't play it. So that's a
They looked at it like, yeah, it won't translate live.
that must have been a record company decision to put that out first. Maybe that's why Tony's so morose in the video.
Well, between that and we got to slap Black Sabbath on it, and just
Yeah.
complete catastrophe, top to bottom.
So you saw them with Ray Gillen, PJ.
Uh-huh.
Do you
How many
remember
shows did Ray do? Not many.
Man,
No,
that's a feather in your cap right
He
there.
did the rest of the tour, so he did at least 30 shows.
Oh, we did that many?
Yeah.
Didn't he
Uh-huh.
do? Didn't he record for the following album? But obviously they didn't use it.
I don't think so. Or maybe he did.
I think there are recordings.
Yeah.
What album is that?
The Eternal Idol, or
yeah, I think there's some stuff out there.
it all got re-recorded by that Tony Martin
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. So
Tony
No
Martin.
Stranger to Love was dropped after Ray Gillen took over.
He was probably just like, it's not gonna work for me.
He's like, look,
Yeah,
that's a deal breaker if it's in a set. I'm not joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting that all the things we're saying. Glenn Hughes is in terrible health, I guess, with the drug issue. He has no enthusiasm whatsoever in the video, but again, in the studio, he's got no issues. So
Yeah, he was taking it seriously, very much so.
which maybe you wouldn't with this song, but he sure did. Out of anybody,
No, this is right up his. This is in his wheelhouse. He was probably inspired for this. This is all him.
yeah,
His kind of jam.
And the crazy thing is, so Glenn Hughes is fired on the 27th. 2 days later, on the 29th, they got Ray Gillen singing live. And that's pretty crazy for a singer. Like, you got a guitar player, it's crazy, but you can noodle and shit. A singer has to sing.
You know what? I never researched. I never asked Ray, actually, which I should have. How much notice? Because I got to believe they said, you know what? We better have a guy just in
ready.
case we
I'm
gotta
sure.
pull the
Good
tube,
call.
And I never asked Ray.
Like a Bruce
Give us
Kulick
a-
situation.
What's
What's that?
Like a
Yeah.
Bruce Kulick situation
Right.
where he was
They
there.
knew
and
it was a
ready.
train wreck going into the tour. They're like, let's see if this guy can even finish this. Let's
But, yeah,
put
because
somebody
once
on call.
again, though, a Bruce Kulick or a Brad Gillis or getting, Kenny Aronoff for Bonham, which would be a little bit harder as a drummer, you could still kind of, fake it a bit. But you're the singer of Black Sabbath,
You got to
a,
sing. Yeah.
a band that's known for singers with
Yeah.
some of the greatest songs of all time, which you probably knew anyways. But
that helps that he knew them.
Yeah.
But
you never know them until you actually
Right.
sing them.
yeah,
And the
Yeah,
timing.
but he was also, Ray was in a cover band here in Jersey for years, a great cover band. So he knew all that shit.
Point being, how it is, just the ins and the outs and the song endings and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty cool that he was able to take the gig so quickly after.
Yeah, I had no idea that was happening.
I was psyched because I fucking loved it. It sounded great.
Was there a good crowd there?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
was it still very Black Sabbathy? Like,
Oh, it was.
yeah,
Goth stage and
yeah, all that
it was
stuff.
visually it was Sabbath. Yeah.
It wasn't like Andy Warhol type of art. Like, a lot of the bands at that time were like, we got to get away from that image and do more of a modern art.
I mean, it's Mob Rules, Children of the Sea, New Song, War Pigs, Symptom of the Universe, Sweet Leaf, Black Sabbath, Neon Nights, Heaven and Hell, Children of the Grave, Paranoid. So they're not going out there and not playing those tunes.
yeah, right. All right, well, let's keep going.
Living on the street, I'm no stranger to love. I'm a stranger.
This is just awfully filmed.
Yes, I'm a stranger.
Tony looks like Sam Elliott with dyed hair.
Yeah. Scar. Solo was even shit.
I was going to say it's not a good solo.
Terrible.
stuff.
He's just walking around town. It reminds me of The Naked Gun when there's that scene where he's thinking.
The montage.
You can hear his thoughts, and then he just is completely lost. He has no idea where he is at the end of it.
The little shot of Dave the Beast Spitz, brother of Dan Spitz of Anthrax fame.
The illustrious Spitz family.
Is it really his brother?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Was Mark Spitz's brother too? Or what?
The taller Spitz.
Yeah, I was going to say the
taller
Spitz-
spits on the other brother. That's for sure.
The Spitz brother who isn't a midget, basically, who the Anthrax Spitz was known to be barely visible above the defendant's table in court proceedings.
Barely,
Daddy Party.
barely visible in front of the stage monitor wedge.
Right, exactly. And yeah, that shot of the Doberman jumping over the
Yeah.
camera. Yeah,
Yeah.
we tried to pull that off with my Chihuahuas, but we couldn't get low enough to the ground.
No.
He wasn't
gotta
actually
dig a
jumping.
ditch.
He wasn't jumping over the monitor. He was jumping over a visiting Dan Spitz.
Visiting Dan Spitz. He came to cheer on his brother.
Dan Spitz was waiting out of the shot with a pepperoni for him to go.
The street, I'm no stranger to love. Why can't you see I'm no stranger to love? Living on the street, I'm no stranger to love. I'm a stranger in your arms. Living on the street, I'm no stranger to
I think it makes me laugh almost every time. The lower part of the living on the street.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
the
Mutt
higher
Lange.
part. The higher part's okay, but the living on the street.
I was just gonna say, I want you to imagine it. You'll never be able to hear it. That it's Eddie Money singing that part.
Yeah.
And when you
Oh,
listen
I hear
to it,
Mutt Lange for some reason.
the picture Eddie Money with his living on the street with his suit on and shit and his weird face that he makes. Check it out. Just listen to it.
What were you gonna say? Were you
So
gonna
just
say
put-
something else?
Oh,
Or you want me to go back to it? I'll go back to it.
yeah, just listen to it.
Okay.
living on the street, I'm no stranger to love. Why can't you see?
Actually, I'm getting Bowser from Sha Na Na vibes from that
Same thing.
lower register.
Same thing.
Flexing muscles, living on the streets.
Living on the streets.
Bowser, uncredited vocal, no strings of Black Sabbath.
Big studio singer.
Michael
the Sha Na
McDonald
Na
on that
show?
Run Like the Wind.
Wasn't the Sha Na Na show on in the mid 80s?
Yeah, early.
80s. That
Yeah.
allegedly that was my favorite thing to watch when I was really small.
Allegedly.
I don't remember.
Oh.
You were told that
I was told
Sha Na Na
that
would
Sha Na Na
chill you out.
was my thing. Yeah.
All right. We only got a couple seconds here.
I'm no stranger to love. Living on the street, I'm no stranger.
I love that when he cuts in. It's like classic, like when you're filming somebody and they go, "Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm the singer."
The cuts in. Yeah.
the shots of Iommi, like you could tell he's looking beyond the camera at his agent who's standing on the set like, I'm gonna fucking kill you when this is over with. What have you done to my career, you asshole? Completely destroyed, broken man at this point.
Either he's such a good actor or he's not
Nope.
acting at all.
He's not.
No, he's not.
No.
Nobody. They don't teach that level of deadpan in acting school.
Yeah, no one's that committed.
You're born with that. You don't learn it.
Why can't you see? I'm no stranger to love.
Terrible.
Oh,
Jeez.
awful.
Absolutely terrible.
Awful.
Ill-advised.
Yep.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
they should have done something maybe without the band in it.
Yeah.
Well,
just
they
the
should have.
adventures of the Doberman would have been enough for me.
Yeah.
What was that? I can't remember which Scorpions video we did, but it was the one where they had like a male model was sort of the lead, and he was like handyman.
Tease
working
me,
at-
please me.
Excuse me, please me.
Oh,
working
yeah,
at someone's
yeah.
house. So they could have done something like that, where they had
Yeah, it was, yeah.
a different love story, and then just showed shots of the
Well,
band.
I mean,
performing.
at this point though, you had the lead singers of these bands who were, they had the pretty boy glam look.
Yeah.
They were the romantic leads in these types of videos.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, they thought, okay, let's do the same thing.
But let's have Tony Iommi do it instead.
Instead of it being Vince Neil chasing
Yeah.
girls.
Well, Mr. Personality.
Yeah, I mean that's and this trend continued for years after, right? I mean,
Yeah, but has anyone ever gone through a whole 4.5 minute video without a muscle in their face moving whatsoever? I don't know how he did it.
no, but he really captured the whole vibe of what was in the lyrics, the dejection.
Mhm.
Right.
He
Yeah.
did.
He definitely got the message across.
Mhm.
All right, so how are we voting? Are we voting on this version and your version? We got to vote on both.
Oh my!
Well, I think we just have to vote for the song, right? Or do we
Okay.
want to vote for both? However you want to
I
do
think
it.
you just take everything into account.
Oh well,
All right.
that changes things.
Yeah. That makes it interesting. Huh.
You have to vote on the whole.
Okay.
The
Well,
band.
Well, I'll vote first.
Yeah, Nick, it's ready. A sweet
So
surrender.
we're voting on the video and the song together.
The whole experience,
The whole experience. Gotcha.
the whole box set that we're going to be working with Iommi to release after this.
Also known as the strut set of rules.
It's clearly a sweet surrender that I'm giving
All right.
this whole experience.
It's sweet surrender. Hell yes.
90% of the song is terrible, but the video is so entertaining because it's got an Ed Wood quality, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't many. There's like, there isn't any sort of bad lighting or awkward, something that's not supposed to be in there, but just not
Fluffed.
good at all. But so entertaining because of it, and had such a good time making our version. I have to give it a sweet surrender.
All right. Chris L.
So we're rating the whole experience.
Everything.
Oh, the sweet surrender, then obviously.
It's sweet surrender. Hell yes.
Like I said, the only human beings on the face of this entire planet who would even consider doing something as idiotic as this, and for that alone just deserves some praise from everyone. So I'm not afraid to say it. What an undertaking! But came out going. Oh, and by the way, Nick and I, this is the first time we saw it. We knew Andy had finished.
wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it until we do the episode. And came out great. Very, very well done over there, Andy.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I'll vote next. I'm giving it a sweet surrender.
It's sweet surrender. Hell yes.
And when you take everything into consideration, how could it not be, right? Especially what we just went through. One little note, because this is not a song I was familiar with before we did this. And I think Nick sent me the video and I watched it maybe once and I was like, oh, okay, I get what they're saying about how uncharacteristic it is of Black Sabbath, but the tune didn't stick in my head and I never watched it again. And then it's like, hey, we're going to recreate this video. I'm like, okay. So I go downstairs in the basement in the dark and light it to do my little parts. And I couldn't remember the way the melody went. Like it didn't grab me. So
Didn't stick in your head. Yeah.
yeah, it took a few
No.
listens for me to get like the rhythm and the melody. Because,
That's the thing with Glenn Hughes. He's such a good singer, but he's not going to beat a chorus into your head.
yeah.
He's going to riff a little bit more and,
Yeah.
more of a power singer, if you will.
Yeah. More of a singer's singer, right?
But I know what you will sing over and over. Living on the street.
All right. Who wants to vote next? What's
Go
your
ahead.
beat, you guys?
Want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay, so fucking song and video, Sabbath, beyond kicking the crotch, terrible. Not what I wanted to hear from Sabbath. And even if it's a good song, which it might be, there's no way this should ever been released as the first single.
And the
Glenn-
only single.
yeah, it's just
bailed on it after this.
as the demographic of what they were going for in 1986, which was 15-year-old kids like me. You couldn't have given me something worse. I would have rather have bought a Duran Duran album, which would have been Crucifixion back then, than buy this. And I did buy it, and I wish I could have taken it back. Having said that, the Jones Boys video is so amazing, so well shot, so perfect. So I'm giving it a sweet surrender solely for the Pot of Thunder Boys, for Chris L and the Jones Boys and Mama Jones. Because if not, I would have fucking platooned this thing worse than Charlie Sheen.
It's sweet surrender. Hell yes.
PJ?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Sweet Surrender too. Actually, the song is, if it wasn't under the Black Sabbath and it wasn't, if it was anyone else, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was Black Sabbath, but like Chris said, I was gonna say the same thing. It gave us your version. So that's the takeaway here.
Almost
think
40
he-
years later.
I think it did the content that was just being added to YouTube for people to find now, like we thought we found, but now it exists.
Yep. All right, Sweet Surrender.
It's sweet surrender. Hell yes.
Who would have thought?
All right, Hammond. I got a question for you.
Paul Stanley wants to know.
And the answer is yes. He should have done something like this.
Yeah.
Well, he was the romantic lead in what was it, Reason to Live?
And the Folgers commercial.
Well, with the trapeze for some reason.
Yeah, Reason to Live, he was the romantic lead.
His car got
Yeah.
lit on fire, right? It similar, I guess.
Yeah. So, has to be unanimous here. Rock and roll boner classic. Right? That's how we do it with 5.
Yes.
Yep. Thinking. My vote's in.
You know what else is 5 syllables? Living on the street.
Oh no.
Living on the street.
That should be the vote for today.
All right,
Living
it has to be now. It has to be.
We'd have to try to do it seamlessly, though.
Living on the street.
It's got to be seamless, though, right? It's got to flow.
Right, we got
Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or whatever the hell it is.
But also, if it doesn't get there, we'll see.
So
Oh,
what's the order in case it gets that far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Andy,
Okay. Andy, Nick, Chris,
Chris,
PJ.
PJ.
All right. All right, my vote's in. So if you guys are still debating, that's cool.
Mine's in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, in the chat, I'm looking over here, and I see Chris Camarado says tears are falling also when that psycho is tearing down his drapes while he's just trying to pee in the corner. So when we tell him,
He is standing there like that.
and Chris also said he saw Wasp on Saturday or Sunday. I don't have my glasses on. Saw Wasp Sunday night. Blackie's still bringing it. There you
Oh,
go.
good. I'm going on Thursday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where?
Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
I was gonna go to that.
Where you at?
I might actually. Oh, I can't.
Still might.
Killing me.
Wasp, huh? They're still bringing it.
Playing
First album in its entirety.
Oh, is that what they're
so
doing
they're
right now?
playing Manimal and
No, they're not playing Manimal.
no.
Worst song title ever.
They're playing Vegas on the 12th, December 12th. I was like,
Oh shit, that'd be a good one.
Well, we're gonna be there on the 3rd. Well, we'll be in LA the 13th.
Yeah, well, that's close. You should do it. Do it.
So going to see Wasp is travel worthy for you guys, huh?
Only because that was one of my all-time favorite albums.
Okay.
They're doing it in its entirety, and they do such good business. I just want to kind of see what the deal is. Like they fucking do good business everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do better business overseas.
Yeah, but even here they're doing
great here. Yeah.
2000 a night. It's crazy.
Is Chris Holmes still in France?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
All right, everyone votes in or what?
France. What's he doing there?
His wife is from there or something.
Oh, okay. He's just living there. It's not like
He's
incarcerated.
He's
or
making
something.
his own records over
He's
there.
No, his wife is from there.
In Paris.
All right.
He's got a pool and a raft.
That's all he needs.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. All right, guys.
Living
on the streets.
What? It's each guy gets a syllable. So what did you say? Say it
Edit
again.
her out.
Say it again.
All right, here we go again. Living
On
The
Streets.
Wow.
It did it. It did it. We are kidding you. We're not kidding you.
Full disclosure, if you didn't come up with that way of voting, I'm not sure it would have made it that
Oh,
far.
my.
I think Nick's once in a lifetime living on the streets across the country that we just did, that had to happen. So,
well, once again, you can't deny the creativity and the balls of the Pot of Thunder crew to do that video. So I would never
Round
vote
of
against
applause.
it.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh yeah. But if it
glad
wasn't for
you
the
guys
video, I
were
would-
able to share in it.
yeah. If it wasn't for the video that you guys did, I would never have even given that song one vote. But what a great great job on your guys' part.
A year in the making. I'm glad it finally happened.
It was a nice.
That's our Chinese democracy, basically.
Well, now you guys have set the tone. You have to do more.
yeah.
Hey, maybe there already are some in the can.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys have been working on the Little Ain't Enough video for a couple years now.
It's like The Godfather.
Yeah,
Casting
Star
that one
Wars.
is tough, though.
Yeah. So hard time with that. With the
I only know really tall people.
you don't know any little ones.
No.
No spits.
Yeah.
That's what we need. All right, so there you go. If you disagree with us, we're sorry.
That's just the fucking way it is.
No Stranger to Love is a rock and roll boner classic.
It's official.
It's official, mostly because of the video. But yeah, so we'll post the vinyl. You can go there and check it out if you're listening to this Monday morning or anytime after. It'll be there. We'll post that. You can check it out. You could do a side-by-side comparison.
And we highly suggest you do.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Great way to spend time with the family on Thanksgiving.
It's true.
Yeah,
right,
that is
yeah.
true.
Hey, check this out. That's what they're going to say. Before we cut that turkey, you got to check
Watch,
this out.
before you cut the turkey, watch this turkey.
It's a nice halftime show for
Yeah.
people watching all the
Exactly.
big games.
If you're not feeling shaboozy at Ford Field on Thanksgiving,
That's who the halftime talent is?
it is for the Lions game.
Oh
Good Lord.
I can honestly say I've never heard of Shabuzi.
I think that's someone from Shana Na.
Yeah, right.
It's a new member of Shana.
Yeah.
So that's, I was going to just ask, they have like halftime shows that are on TV on the
Oh yeah, it's a
Thanksgiving.
thing now. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're doing it upright, and they got 3 games on Thanksgiving now. So you
Every
get-
game has a talent.
I think so.
Wow.
I want to say it does. Yeah.
Here's a Jericho challenge. The original No Stranger to Love has 56,823 views. Whoever the 56,824th viewer is of the Pot of Thunder version of No Stranger to Love, I will call your house. I will directly call you, and I will grant you one wish.
Wow.
Don't even have
Wow.
to pay a cameo fee. He'll just
Nope.
do it for free.
Personal appearance fee, nothing.
All right.
We
What
got
was
to get this over 56,823 views.
So if someone can screenshot 56,824 and send
Hello,
it,
it's Chris
you're
here.
home. All right.
What's your wish?
All right.
And unseeing the video, it won't be granted.
Right.
And are you going to ask them a trivia question just to verify that they watched it about the video?
Oh yeah, good point. In this day and age, I'll have to.
Yeah, that's true.
Make sure it's not a robot.
You'll have to write a 3-paragraph review of the video.
Oh my.
Send them a captcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't AI it either, because I'll know.
Select pictures with bridges.
All right. Well, are you guys doing anything soon? What do you got? You guys back on the road? What's going on?
We got Quarantine December 7th in Sarasota at Kiss Cancer Goodbye Fest with our special guest Bruce Kulick.
That's
Will be
great.
playing with
That's
us.
awesome, yeah. Has he
And
played
then
with
we-
you before?
He played a song with us before, but he's playing like 8 songs with us on this one.
Awesome.
He's basically filling in for Charlie, our guitar player.
And
Oh,
then
really?
we're at the Whiskey on December 14th and Clubs Vamped in Las Vegas on December 15th.
Wow.
Sweet.
Awesome.
So that's what we got coming up. Other than that, we're pretty free.
Okay.
I am. PJ's probably got 50 gigs.
Nope, that's it for me too. Time
That's
to
it, huh? That's
time
it
to
for the year.
Well,
stay home.
That's it for the year for you.
Not for
After
us.
that, yeah, some
Over.
Rubik's Cube stuff though. But
You got nothing up until then at all?
Rubik's Cube, my 80s tribute band.
Yeah.
You know, we got some quote unquote like day trippers.
Corporate
Okay.
gigs sort of thing?
Yeah.
Staying busy. That's good. Well, if anybody out there listening is in those areas, you better go. You better send us pictures. You better accost these gentlemen, even if it's in the restroom, whatever it is.
Yeah, word on the street is someone will be at Sarasota with gifts for you guys, and it may or may not be somebody I know. So keep your eyes open for.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Well, Eric Singer's going to be there too, so you might want to bring one for him, whoever this.
No, he gets nothing.
show him this
He's not
video.
on the-
Oh, I was
he's-
gonna say he's gonna get something. He's gonna watch this video.
Yeah, show
Yeah.
him the video.
He's not.
I'm
on
sure
the-
he'll have a 3-hour story about the one scene that he's in.
Yeah, the stick twirling. But yeah, no, a friend of mine's going to be at that event, and he says
All
he's
right.
bringing stuff for you. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay. I'll take it.
We
Yeah,
got-
he's got something special and spectacular for you both. So
All
and
right.
if he's a friend of mine, you know it's quality.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, guys, thank you for being here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for
Thanks for
staying up
having
past
us.
bedtime, and glad you could
Thanks.
share. in
Well
the
worth it.
travesty of
Well worth it. That was
worth
one of the memorable
our
ones. For sure.
production piece. And
Thanks for indulging us.
Yeah, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that. So
I wasn't expecting that either.
anyone. I don't
When
know.
you were like, "Oh, this is one for the ages," I'm like, "Is it though? No stranger to love." Jeez.
Yeah, I was looking at in the chat. People were saying that too. Like, are you sure? It's not too late to change your minds, guys. Just trust the process, as the kids say.
Exactly.
Fuck the fans.
fuck those things.
Well,
Guys.
happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy
All right,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, have a
Happy
great
Thanksgiving.
Look
Bye,
forward to the next one.
Absolutely.
See you later.
All right,
All right,
bye, guys.
take it
See
easy,
ya.
man.
And I think I'm going
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You
It hasn't got a good video for Friendsgiving, just in case.
There you go. That works too. Get all your buddies around. Don't people like to get I was reading something about this, like memes where the younger people in Thanksgiving gatherings will go for a walk, quote unquote, and get high on Thanksgiving. This is perfect for that.
We do a walk, but
There you go. Do you guys all get
I
high?
guess we've only gone halfway with the tradition.
Add the high part. Everybody gets high, then you go back and eat your pie or whatever.
Oh man.
There you go. This is not part of the show anymore.
Did you have the payday pie?
It's very good. Thank you.
It's thick, but it is like eating.
It's
a
like
payday
eating a
pretty
payday,
much.
which
Yeah,
I can't get enough.
It's pretty good.
It's delightful. I have like a bite left.
I'm gonna make another one.
You better. Oh, God, I just dropped it on the keyboard
Yeah,
again.
I was gonna make a joke during the episode, but I didn't really get a chance to. Chris took a bite,
Mhm.
and all the crust fell off onto his shirt, and I was gonna say one of his ceiling tiles fell off and cracked on him. That's what it looked like, just crumbs everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Have
Yeah,
a great
that was-
Thanksgiving.
That was damn
We'll see you
good.
soon.
That's legit my favorite baked